Recently, someone suggested that with my quote-unquote skill set, I should just go ahead and look at all the people around Elena Moore's life. I'm pretty sure they were being snarky, but if they knew anything about my channel, they'd know that's exactly what I do. The friends that live in the same condos that Brannon lives in by the lake seem to be almost cultishly defending him, and some have said that Elena had mental health problems, as though that explains her death. I mean, even if she did, it doesn't mean it had anything to do with how she died. Some of these neighbors have even come to my Facebook page to defend Brannon. And there are those that use their real names, and others are using fake profiles. One of the fakers seems to know an awful lot about Brannon and Elena. This particular one, who we'll call Jeff, has been all over Facebook leaving long comments defending Brannon, making claims about Elena's mental health, and asking a lot of questions. One thing I found odd is that they refer to domestic violence as CDV, criminal domestic violence, and not just DV like most of us do. It makes me wonder if they maybe used to work in law enforcement. South Carolina passed a law in 2015 that changed criminal domestic violence to just domestic violence. Maybe it was someone who caught a domestic violence charge before the new law went into effect, so they know it as CDV. And it might not mean anything, it was just something that stuck out to me. One of the comments that Jeff made was something about how Elena's friends are way worse than Brannon's friends, and I thought it was an odd thing to say, as if pitting their friends against each other made some kind of difference. Why are we comparing their friends? But since it's been thrown out there, and since I got the snarky skill set comment, let's just go ahead and look at Brannon's friends. I'm not going to mention their names, so we'll just call them bros. Bro number 1 was upset because I posted that Elena had written, quote, "The memories are in the trash. I stopped loving him a long time ago. I was just looking for a way out when I realized I was in a relationship with the devil," end quote. So I looked into this fella, and hey, would you look at that. He has a domestic violence charge on his record. Also a watercraft DUI and a vehicular DUI in 2023. Another bro that hangs with the same crowd just received a driving under suspension this May, and it's his third or subsequent charge. Dude, stop driving. I also found out that he's BFFs with someone connected to Tina Corley, John Paul Miller's once upon a time handler, who definitely didn't get absolutely furious after she learned that John Paul and his now wife Susie Skinner were in a relationship. Now that doesn't mean anything, it's just a coincidence. But bro number 2 is similar to John Paul Miller in that he collects traffic violations like their Starbucks rewards. Just look at this list, and that's just in Horry County. Then we have a woman, so she's got to be a bro chick. And bro chick has come out absolutely swinging at anyone who dares say anything about Brannon. She also has a DUI. Well, she has a reckless driving charge, but had to go to DUI court for it, which usually means the original charge was a DUI, but they were able to plead down to a lesser charge. Bro number 4 has the same charge, reckless driving, but had to go to DUI court for it. And bro number 5, who has managed to not get a DUI, hasn't had the same luck in avoiding traffic violations, and a couple of disorderly conduct charges. And then there's those who are using fake identities to come on my page and try and stir up some trouble. We can call them faux bros. One of them forgot though and left some crumbs as to who they could be. Maybe a wife of one of the bros. Or maybe a friend of Brannon's who once had a murder charge. Now, they could never get a grand jury to have the majority needed to have him indicted on the charge, but that last count was 11-4, and they only needed 12. So stinking close. I'll bet you want to know who it was, don't you? Well, I might have a separate episode about him because the story's a doozy. Someone identified one of the faux bros, and guess what he has? A domestic violence charge. See how dumb it is to compare friends? I'm not saying that just because Brannon is buddies with people who seem to be stuck in high school and want to abuse their significant others, drive drunk, and cause a ruckus means that he's just like them. I'm saying that maybe these particular friends need to just not vehemently defend Brannon because they're actually making things look worse for him. And comparing Elena's friends to Brannon's friends is just a really dumb thing to do. And it makes Jeff seem as though he's trying to make Elena look like a worse person than Brannon, and why would someone feel that is necessary? Stay tuned. I'll be back tomorrow, July 8th, with episode number 4 in the Elena Moore case.